Hi guys, this is 4C here. It's been a while, probably 2 years, and I was looking for a way to really reintroduce myself back into the YouTube community. Had a lot of things going on, and I don't know, I was just really felt impacted today by what was going on with the Michael Cohen testimony. Before I continue with this, this is not a political, it has political aspects to it, but I was impacted by things that were said by Representative Elijah Eugene Cummings, born January the 18th, 1951, in Baltimore, Maryland. He is a member of the House of Representatives for the 7th District of the state of Maryland. And his closing arguments with regards to Michael Cohen and what was going on in our country today basically touched upon a couple of things. One thing that struck me that he said was when he saw, during some of Michael Cohen's earlier court appearances, that Michael Cohen's daughter was like on a brace or a crutch or something like that. And he said that he is a father of two daughters, and that really impacted him. And he realized that hurt, and that he felt that Michael Cohen, paraphrasing, probably felt, really guilty, bad, just all sorts of things as a dad because of his actions, that his daughter's basically having to limp into the courthouse after the surgery. And he identified with his pain he probably felt as a father. Another thing that Representative Cummings touched upon, in my opinion, not only in his closing arguments, but outside of the meeting room when he was interviewed by reporters, he basically talked about how are you going to be perceived 200 years from now. And I think that sometimes we as people, doing our daily grind or whatever, we forget about that. What's our legacy going to be? I know personally, I have done that when I'm in the middle of crises or in the middle of something, just doing my day-to-day grind. I am not thinking about legacy items. And so I'm going to use the Michael Cohen testimony, which led to Representative Elijah Cummings, basically laying down the blanket of reason upon us as a moment to really sit down and really write it out. I know I've said this before in the past, but it really re-energized me to really hyper-focus on this. What do I want my legacy to be? Nobody's getting any younger, and nor are we promised tomorrow. And I don't mean to sound preachy, but what the representative said was so impactful to me that it actually prompted me to say, hey, don't wait until the time is right to get back on YouTube. Do it now. This is an important moment in our history. And the representative also referred to 200 years down the line. This is going to be Michael Cohen's history, but also 200 years down the line, it will be our history, our personal history, whether you do it right or wrong. You always hear those stories in the background about the great-grandfather, the great-grandmother, or the aunt, or this one and that and the other. Let's use this opportunity in our country. I know it's crazy right now, and not going in that direction for this particular video, but let's try to focus on what do we want our legacy to be. Because I forgot that, and I invite you to join me and to just for us to focus on what do we want our legacy to be. Thanks, I'm back again, and I'll see you shortly. And it's never too late to be who you're meant to be.